Hello, everyone. I believe we are Facebook Live. Just going to give a couple minutes here to allow for anyone to come on. So I am here again today. I'm Cathleena Hailley, and I've been here now. This is the 5th day that I've been asked to be here. I am what is referred to as a frequency alchemist, and the nature of my particular frequency has the ability to recognize all other frequencies at what's called their perfect pitch. So simply stepping into my energy begins to allow your natural soul signature to show up and come into a present moment without judgment. So a neutrality begins to take place. I've been giving the example of being able to step into this energy. If you can imagine, if you like pull your car into a car wash and how you passively sit there in your car as the machine washes your car, that's a bit what's taking place here by just simply showing up. I am actually doing some active clearing, and I do have another participant today that I'm going to bring on in just a second. I just am recognizing what this container is actually creating. So I just wanted to explain that a little bit, that in this, why this space is really being created. One of the reasons that it's being created is because as a collective, through words, through language, there has been created this geometric design. It's like it's a matrix that's in the physical brain of people in humanity. It's also a collective grid that's actually in the planet itself, and it's keeping certain frequencies alive, and also in the physical body it's creating these pathways for these particular frequencies to align to different body systems and organ systems. And some of these frequencies are shame, blame, anger, fear, so on. And what they're doing is they're creating conditions in the body. This is one of the reasons that we have certain conditions that are collective and they're repetitive, is because they're actually being created through language. So what's happening here is these are getting neutralized. And by doing that, think about it like if you had this large roadway that's going on in your head, and some of these roads are actually being blocked, and then they're forcing the direction, like if you had a detour. So it's like forcing a direction, like a detour in a different direction, which in essence is allowing for your soul signature to be in charge of what's happening in your physical body, instead of just all of these frequencies that are being given to you from the collective. So this is going to give you a much greater ability to interact with your physical body. And that's one of the goals. Okay, so I am now going to bring on my guest. Her name is Caroline. And so Caroline, if you would go ahead and unmute and bring your camera on, that would be great.
Hello.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, nice to see you. So Caroline, if you could just tell us a bit about what is going on with you and how I can help you today, I would really appreciate that.
Hello. Good evening. Here in France, I'm staying in France, so it's the evening here.
Oh.
I'm there tonight because I've got a weight problem, and it's going on my health. So I've got a liver problem.
Liver.
So I would like to that you help me to lose that weight and to be better.
Okay. So, and we did speak a little bit before actually the call. So Yeah, so I'm going to move into your energy a bit more. Whenever we're dealing with liver is the will center. So very commonly the emotion related to that is anger. It can also, anger is usually a precursor, of course, to depressions and fears and so on. The fact that weight is also contributing, and you did mention also earlier that there were some digestive issues involved, which is all the digestive tract is also all of the emotional body in the physical world. So all of this makes sense that there's, you know, a lot of this kind of suppressed energies and frequencies that are going on in your body. So yeah, so I'm just going to move in and release mainly some of this anger, frustration energy, and allow that to begin to dissipate. And we'll see where this takes us in terms of releasing some of these conditions within your physical body. Okay, does that sound good?
Okay. Okay.
All right. So I'm going to let you, if you want to take your glasses off, I'm going to take mine off as well. And we're going to close our eyes and just start taking some nice deep breaths. I'm going to close my eyes as well. And for those that are watching, anybody who's watching can also participate in this. I'm sure that even if you don't physically have liver issues, I mean, anger is always a precursor. And there's certainly a lot going on in the collective right now that's probably triggering this. So I think anyone can benefit from this. So again, so let's all just close our eyes, take some nice deep breaths. And we're going to be breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just taking some big breaths and just letting go and keep relaxing. And again, a big breath. I can already feel with you that there's a lot of energy that's actually pulling inwards, like there's a lot of dialogue coming through your throat chakra. So this is a lot of the mother, actually. It's a lot of dialogue from your mother and from that lineage it's coming through your throat. So it's been speaking to you, and you've kind of been swallowing it and bringing it into your digestive and into liver. And it is some it's the story of how you've been told who you are and how you're supposed to be. So we just want you to kind of breathe. We're going to imagine reversing that. It's almost like sending the energy from the stomach area up. Take a deep breath. I'm going to send that up through the central channel, and I'm going to clear out in the solar plexus area too, because that area is how we identify ourselves, and there's a lot of energy just dissipating out of there. It's been dissipating out because trying to maintain who you believe you are. Take a deep breath, and not who you really are. This is more this identity kind of energy. So I'm gonna clear that. I'm actually gonna spin some energy into the solar plexus. We're gonna bring in this golden light, which is you. This is your soul, who you are before you ever came into physical form. I'm gonna spin that in through the solar plexus. And we're gonna carry that up through the central channel. Just imagine a golden light coming in through like the diaphragm, solar plexus, and moving straight up through the spine. Take a deep breath. I'm just going to, as we're going to spin that up the spine, I'm going to clear that all the way up through the throat. It's like a spinning. That's great. I'm going to clear that all the way up. I'm going to clear that through the entire endocrine system, out the throat. And that's going to help with the adrenals, which is going to help with the weight issue. Keep breathing. great. We're just going to clear all that. So we're moving that energy up. Also going to take off of your shoulders it's like a weight that's been there, kind of a pressure of showing up of how we're supposed to be in the world. Just going to lift that off the top of the shoulders, off the top of the head, the back. Take a deep breath. And lift that off the back of the head as well. And also, I'm gonna clear out of the liver. There's a lot of father energy there, or also kind of the male voice in your life. So just going to imagine that as little particles just leaving the liver. So with your breath, just imagine that each out breath, just breaking up these particles and letting them float right out of the liver. That's a lot of frustration, and it's a lot of dialogue of kind of like this subconscious male voice, almost like telling you what you can and can't do, sort of. It's kind of that energy. So we're going to let that just dissipate out. Take a deep breath. Beautiful. Just keep breathing. I'm just going to expand your energy now. I'm going to clear this through the pancreas as well, all the entire endocrine system. I'm going to bring in this very high frequency diamond white light. I'm going to bring that up through your feet and carry that through the entire, actually through the vascular system. The entire vascular system all the way up the body, down to the fingertips, throat, the head. I'm going to carry that straight out the crown and plug you into, it's considered the dark room source. Letting you expand. Keep breathing. So we're just clearing a bit more. Take a really big breath. I'm going to clear off your back, anywhere that feels that you've had to watch your back, that you have to support yourself, you have to kind of almost be on your own in just energetically. So again, I'm gonna pull you off of. It's kind of like a structure there. I'm going to create space in between your physical back and this belief that I have to watch my back and I have to be a certain way in order to succeed or be okay or any of that. Those belief systems, I'm going to pull you off of that. We're going to create a space in between that and your physical back and bring in this very high frequency diamond white light in between. I'm just going to keep creating a little more space, with this high frequency diamond white light supporting you in your back and letting that penetrate into the back, taking a deep breath. It's allowing you to feel your true sense of presence and support and groundedness from your soul, from your I am presence. That's great. Just take a big breath. I'm just going to bring all this into a very centered now moment. Just a little more clearing in the liver of that kind of almost a frustration energy of feeling that you couldn't quite be just whatever you want it to be. Just letting that energy just dissipate out of the liver. That's great. And big breath. Perfect. I'm going to move into the heart, and I'm going to spin through the back of the heart a high frequency diamond white light. And we're going to break open the heart and release out any residual belief systems, any frustrations, any anger, any energy that's had a fight, kind of, that you had to fight for who you are or to be who you are, any of that energy, we're just going to let that just break up in particles and lift right out as we bring now your being into a grounded, very centered now moment. Take a big breath. I'm going to clear actually a little bit more through the physical brain. Any belief systems that I have to understand, have to figure it out, have to know. Just going to let those just float right out of the head. And we're going to keep replacing that with that, like the golden light of the I am, that of your soul signature. Let's take a real big breath. I'm going to expand you out 360 degrees. I'm going to take you all the way out to the organic grid and plug you in 100% to the organic grid and the new Earth timeline. That's great. As we bring you down into your body, rest you in. And begin to bring you very present. When you feel comfortable, you can open your eyes and tell me how you feel. And take your time. How do you feel? Yeah, you can drink a little water. It's good.
Alors, it's who says that? A bizarre sensation. It's like a sparkling, like a bottle of Perrier, you know, with sparkling gas. It's like sparkling water, yes, and I'm feeling all inside my body.
Fantastic.
And I've got a bit cold.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm very distressed. Yes, it's. I could feel the energy circulate in my body. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're not distress. You mean lack of stress is what you're saying? Like no stress or just stress?
No stress. I'm very cool.
Yeah,
yes,
very
I'm
cool.
very
cool. Yeah, yes. You can feel the ground.
Because
mm-hmm.
For me, it's the end of the day. I was in a rush because I had to be on time.
Sure.
And so I was a bit, and I didn't know what it was exactly.
Sure.
So yes, I'm feeling very good.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, you look amazing. And so this is going to continue, yes, to unfold. That's really beautiful. Feeling cold is normal because we actually took off a lot of this density. So you were holding, which was making the body also contract. It was keeping the weight. It was keeping the liver, all that. So when we release that, now you feel like all lighter, but it can feel cool. So that's also very normal. So, so
Okay.
let me know how you're doing over the next period of time. You can send me a message, and thank you again
Okay.
for coming on.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Okay,
Bye-bye.
take care.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll let you just go ahead and go. Thank you. Okay, everybody. Well, thank you again so much for showing up today. And I will be here again tomorrow. And if anybody else is interested in volunteering at some point, just send me a message. I appreciate that. Take care. I love you all, and see you tomorrow. Take care.